Hello, I'm Claire from ConnectPOS support team. Today I'm going to show you how to get started with ConnectPOS from your Shopify store. So we are here in your Shopify admin, and from here you can go to app and access ConnectPOS from here. So that's the first way you can log in into ConnectPOS. But you can also enter ConnectPOS directly from retail.connectpos.com so that you can basically enter this link into the browser and log in with your username and password. About your username and password, it was sent to your email. After you install ConnectPOS into your Shopify store, you see an email like this one. So it contains your username and a link so that you can reset your password. And we also include other information that I will introduce later in this video. So basically you have your username and password, and you can log in into ConnectPOS by typing this URL and enter your username and password. So that's it. We are here in ConnectPOS. This is the first screen that you see after logging in into the app. And you basically you see your outlet and register, but the first time you log in you won't see anything because you need to create that. And you see a button here to create new outlet and register. And by clicking on that button, you will be redirected to this screen, outlet and register setting. And by clicking on new outlet, you see this screen where you can set up the outlet ID, outlet name, street, city, postal code, and other information. So let me explain a little bit about the term outlet and register. So outlet stands for your physical store, and register is the place where transactions are made. For example, you have one cashier, one cash drawer, a post terminal, and other thing that where orders are made. So that's register. So you need at least one outlet and one register to get started. So while you create your outlet, you will come up with some few that is required. So let me explain a little bit about that. About cashier and salesman, those are the account of your staff, and you can create account for your staff from our me.connectpos.com that you receive within the email, the welcome email. And by clicking on this, you can log in into me.connectpos.com with your login details. So for example, I have my login detail. I'm gonna fill in here this one. So that's how I log in into me.connectpos.com. And this is where we manage username and staff account, so that you can create staff account for your staff here. And in order to get started, you need to create a role first. For example, you have cashier and salesperson that works in the outlet. So you need to create, for example, you create cashier first. So I'm gonna go here, and actually I already create one. So you can add a new role here and name it, for example, cashier. And after creating it, you can edit the permission. These are the area within the app that you can decide whether or not they can access. For example, user and report and ConnectPOS in general. And by turning this on, you decide which area they can get access to. So once you're finished, don't forget to click save. Okay, so these are role name, and after creating role name, you need to create for example, you need to create account for your cashier, and you will need to go to user and click create a new user, and you can fill in with their information. And don't forget to select the role. For example, the cashier. I'm gonna select cashier here and save it. So after you create their account here, you go back to your app and you will be able to select the cashier here. So that's how you create account for your staff, and that's how you have something to fill in when you set up your outlet setting. Okay, so about the receipt template, that is the template of the receipt that you want to use for the outlet. So basically, when you get started, you can start with the default template, but you can also create a new one. I'm gonna show you how. For example, here from setting, you can go to post setting and you have the receipt here, and here are where you have your receipt template. You can create a new one, and basically here you can decide which one to include into your receipt. For example, show shop owner address, shop salesperson, discount, shipment. So you can turn this on and off and see how it changed in the preview section. So you can try toggling this option on and off to see what it is and what it does, and whether you want it or not. You can also change this logo here. So for example, you want to use another image, you will need to upload the image into some online URL. For example, I used this site to upload my image, and if you want to use this image, I'm gonna right click into this image and copy image address, and I'm gonna paste it here into the link, and I'm gonna try saving it. Okay, so you can see that the logo is updated. So that's how you create a new template and receipt template. And after creating it, I'm gonna try saving it. So after you save it, you can go back to outlet and register setting, and you select the template that you already create. Okay, so you can select the template that you want to use for this outlet. So please keep in mind that this is just where you set up the template, and if you want to use this template for a specific outlet, you need to go to outlet and register, and you click on this and select the template here. Okay, so that's how that what you need to fill into this field. Also about the warehouse, that is the location within your Shopify App Store, Shopify Store. So let me show you what the location is. You have go from your Shopify admin, you go to product, and first of all, I'm gonna select this product. You will see that we have location here, and I'm gonna try clicking on edit location. You see that this product is in this warehouse. So the warehouse that you see in ConnectPOS, this one is basically the location that the product is assigned to in within your Shopify apps admin. So I'm gonna check the inventory. Here you can see you have two locations, which is two warehouse. So you can decide which location to be assigned to this outlet. Okay, so after finishing it, you save it, and you have, don't forget to add a new register. You only need to fill in with the register name and enable or disable the register the status, and also with the print receipt after sale. So I'm gonna enable this. So that's it. That's how you create a new register. I already have one, so I'm gonna skip this and go back to the first screen. After you create a new outlet and register, you have this screen. You have one outlet and one register, and by clicking on the register, you are redirected to the south screen where you work, the way you mostly work to sell your product. So here in the south screen, you can see all of the product that are assigned to the outlet, and you have the search bar where you can search for product by name, by SKU, by ID, or by attributes that you can set up in a setting. And you have the grid where you can see a product. You also have the cart. For example, if I want to add a product into the cart, I'm gonna click on it, and it is added to the cart. Also, I have discount where I can adjust the discount directly, or I can use coupon code that was created from your Shopify admin. Okay, I have shipping where I can add a shipping address, or I can fill in with a shipping fee for the order. I also have this tax. You can decide whether to charge tax for this order or not, and the tax rules are imported from your Shopify setting. Okay, so after I'm done with the setting, I'm gonna click pay, and here you can see like the payment method for the order, and I'm gonna select cash and send receipt to email. This is for the case when customer walked into your store and they would like to get the receipt into their email. So this is the option where if you want to send receipt to their email, you can fill in the email here. So I'm not gonna get the receipt. So I'm gonna click complete, and that's it. The order is completed now. And you have the option to print the receipt, and here you have there's one more thing you need to remember about the receipt, that the width of the receipt is always 100% width. And if you want to customize the width of the receipt, you will need to select the appropriate receipt paper. So if you want merchant, adjust the merchant, you can click more setting in the printer setting and use custom the merchant of the template. Okay, so you can see that it is adjusted here. Okay, so that's how you print a receipt. Okay, so let's continue with the south screen. Okay, so you can also create a custom sale where if someday you need to sell something that is not available in your Shopify store as well as in ConnectPOS, and you still have to sell it. For example, when customer asks for the custom wrapping area service, packaging service, you need to sell something that is not available in stock. You can create a custom sale, and you can enter anything you need here. So I'm gonna try adding a wrapping service, and I'm gonna and input the price of the service, and then you can add to cart and check out with this custom sale. Okay, so that's custom checkout. Okay, so that's how you create a new order. And after create an order, you can view the order in order list, where you see all of the order online and offline. So basically you can see the order that you made in ConnectPOS here. You can also see online order, which are the order that was finished in your online store. So by clicking on search online, you can see online order also. But there is one important setting in order for you to see all the order within ConnectPOS. You can you have the Shopify have the mechanism to achieve the order automatically after you create an order. So in order for you to see order in ConnectPOS order list, you need to disable that setting I'm going to show you. From your Shopify admin, please go to setting and check out and scroll down to order processing, and you see the option to automatically achieve the order. If the order is achieved, you won't see it in order list. So basically we need to uncheck this to keep this unchecked. So please help me check. When you don't see order in your order list, please go to Shopify admin and go to setting, check out, and scroll to order processing and make sure that this is unchecked. Okay, so that's the order list setting. And also from this order list, you can create an exchange or refund. If someday a customer walked into your store and say they need to refund an item, you will need to log the refund. You need to update the inventory and you update the amount of money that you need to refund to the customer. And here's how you can do it. You will find the order. For example, this one, I find the order, and by clicking on more, you have the option to refund. Okay, so you see the amount of money that you need to return back to the customer, and the amount of item that will be added back to your stock. And if customer need to exchange these items with other item, they can add. You can add other item into the cart. For example, this one. So this will become an exchange order, and the system will automatically calculate the amount that you need to that customer need to pay back to you. So here's the amount, 27,000 RS. I'm not sure about this, but this is the amount, and you can finish the order normally. Okay, so that's how we exchange and refund the item. Okay, so that's basically the fundamental task you will do within ConnectPOS. Let me talk a little bit about other important thing that you will need to know about this, about the scanner. We have this print label setting where you see all of your product here, and you can basically print label, barcode label for this product, and stick the label into the product so that you can scan the barcode and add them into the cart. So let's go back to the sales screen. You have your product here, and you can type the name of the product here to search for the product, but you can also scan the product with your barcode scanner in order to add the product to cart. So if you print the label from label printer and you stick the label into the product, and then you scan the product with your barcode scanner, you can add the product to cart right after scanning it, just the same way as how you see in a supermarket. Okay, so that's how you quickly add product to cart. Okay, so that's basically the important thing that you will need to know in ConnectPOS. There's also some other important thing is about the cache. Sometimes you see that sometimes error will happen, and it just you will only need to make sure that it's not a cache problem. You can go to menu and scroll down to cache. You see the cache option here, and by clicking here you can flush cache, which is by flushing cache you can clear all the old browsing data from the browser. And sometimes when I came across a bug, the first thing I do is I flush cache to make sure that's not a cache problem. Okay, so that's it. That's the basic things you need to know to get started with ConnectPOS. So if you have any question, please chat with us by this chat. So we will get back to you shortly to get the problem sorted. So thank you for watching, and please let me know if you have any questions.